Hi, everybody, and welcome to Kailukuan School of Indigenous Science. My name is Janelle Corpus-Heathcote, and I am the co-founder of Kailukuan. And I am going to run you guys through our admissions process and talk a little bit about Kailukuan and our programs. So we are the first holistic Filipino system in martial and traditional healing arts. So if you look around in the West, you're going to see that Eskrima, traditional fighting practices, and hilot are completely separated from each other. But in our indigenous past, these things were not compartmentalized. And it is our goal to re-indigenize and show how everything is connected and how a fighter needs to know how to heal and a healer also needs to know how to fight. Therefore, we are balancing the masculine and feminine aspects, the positive and negative forces in this world by creating this type of system. That is our goal. So let's talk about our healing arts curriculum, because this is what most people are applying for in terms of the admissions process. And so I'm going to run you through that. So this is our Ablon Hilot Therapy Certification Program, and it's based on Manorsuro Virgil M. Apostol's work, 4 decades of dedicated research in the indigenous arts of the Philippines, specifically Northern Luzon and the Ilocos region. And we present the Ablon Therapist Certification Program, which is a comprehensive course in an evidence-based comparative culture and embodied approach to traditional Filipino medicine. Anybody who wants to join the school, whether it's for the entire Ablon Hilot Therapy Certification Program or whether it's for the Sadiri Self-Study Program, must apply to the school. Here's where you can find the program application. You may be wondering, why do I have to apply to take a course? Why can't I just click a button and buy it and then just take it, right? We are really wanting to, vet the people that are coming into the school and make sure that if you want to join our program, that you are going to do the work that needs to be done, that you are going to show up to class, that you are going to study, that you are going to turn in your assignments, and not purely just wanting to attend in order to receive a certificate that says that you're an Ablon therapist, or to just receive the information, right? And so this is a very important process for myself and for Manorsuro Virgil in order to, better understand the student and what their needs are and what their goals are, and so that we can help you on your way to self-discovery and learning about your identity. Here you can read the criteria for certification as well. This is all the modules listed, and it's also listed here what is necessary to be able to deem the modules complete. Here we have Module 1, Intro to Indigenous Science. This is 8 hours of self-study, so you can take it as a self-study course with a submitted writing assignment. So you are going to have to turn in homework if you want this to be credited towards your Hilot certification. Or it could be 5.5 hours of an immersive workshop with submitted writing assignment. Module 2 is Gross Anatomy and Physiology, which is 8 hours of self-study with a submitted writing assignment, or 11 hours of an immersive workshop with submitted writing assignments. So these first 3 modules are foundational, and we do require these writing assignments to show a return demonstration that you have absorbed the information and that you do have your own understanding of the information and how it applies to you as well. Module number 3, Metaphysics of Ancestral Medicine. So 8 hours of self-study with submitted writing assignment, or 11 hours immersive workshop with submitted writing assignment. After the first 3 modules, which are the foundational preparation, we get into the hands-on modules, which is module number 4. This is Ablon Seated Therapy, Ablon Hilot Seated Therapy, and this is an in-person workshop. It must be attended in person, and it's a 3-day immersive. Usually it's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with the testing at the end on Sunday. So this is a 20-hour immersive in-person only workshop in Walnut, California. Then you have module number 5, which is Patient Care and Communication 1, which is a 5.5-hour immersive virtual workshop. And this is where you're going to be discussing pre-assessment, post-assessment, legal things, various other exercises that you can give to your clients to help them to get well. Modules 6 and 8 are Ablon Table Therapy and Adjunct Therapy. And so these are a 7-week immersive in-person only training. Unfortunately, there is no way to teach Ablon or Hilot, which is a hands-on therapy, virtually, because there's just no way we would be able to tell if you were doing it properly or even be able to feel what you were doing, right? So it is very necessary to join these modules in person. So what we've done for people who live out of town or who live far away is that we've created these as a 7-week immersive module. If you're able to take 2 weeks of vacation in the summer and 2 weeks of vacation in the winter or anywhere in between, you're able to take this module in chunks. So you could come 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and you would be probably finished within a year. Or if you have the luxury of taking a 7-week vacation, that is also something that you can do. You could take the whole straight 7 weeks and then you would be finished with that. All right. And the last module that we are going to talk about is the Patient Care and Communication 2 module. So this is an 11-hour immersive virtual workshop. And these patient care workshops are great because you're able to bring your questions to the table in terms of what you've experienced with other clients. And then Montessori Virgil is going to be able to answer them for you. And then there's all these other nuances that happen as well in these workshops where people bring a lot of questions and different subjects that maybe weren't covered in, some of the other previous modules. So the learning is in the attendance and in the group participation. I'm just going to read this last disclaimer here. Participants must attend all scheduled classes. Watching recorded immersion sessions are not accepted as completed hours. Full participation is required, and these hours can only be fulfilled by attending each session with complete homework assignments and with a passing grade of 80% on the final practicum exam. So as you can see, we have very high standards, rigorous standards when it comes to Hilot education. This is what makes us different than everybody else. And it's worth it because we are building people that are going to be well-equipped, well-versed in this art form. And we want to represent our ancestors in that way. All right. Still have questions? Go ahead and click this button and it will lead you to someone that you can talk to. This is our learning objective. So if you haven't read through this already, go ahead and do so. And if you want information about what you're going to be learning in every single module, you can go ahead and click these buttons here, and it will tell you everything that you will learn and what the focus of the classes will be. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep talking about this page here. So just go ahead and click every single one if you want to read more about what these are all about. This is actually 100 hours of practicum that needs to be changed. I'm sorry about that. Just to not get anybody confused, it is 100 hours. Yes, we do offer hybrid, hands-on, immersive, and virtual learning. Once again, the first 3 modules can be taken as self-study. So you can sign up on the Sidiri part, which I will show you, but you can take these as self-study, which will be a digital lecture and a bunch of writing assignments that you would have to turn in, as well as embodiment practices with the Jamudgara and Eskrima. So yes, there is physical activity that is required in order for you to understand about your own body, what you're holding in your body so that you are able to work and help other people and have that heightened intuition with yourself. Okay, so that's really what makes us different than everybody else. We're the only school that teaches Hilot, that teaches embodiment practices for you so that you can get in tune with yourself, your body mechanics, etc. So once again, application, program catalog. So if you're wondering, okay, well, I'm interested, when are these dates going to be? You can click on the program catalog dates, and then you can see here in very tiny print, which you'll probably have to zoom in like me, when all the modules are scheduled. So the next in-person module that is being scheduled is April 26, 2024, which means that you would need to submit your application. The date is December 10th of this year, okay? So that you have time to finish all of the 3 Sidiri modules, if that's how you want to take them, and then start with the hands-on therapy in April of next year. I'm going to further support that statement by showing you this part of our website that has the important dates. Applications are due December 10th, 2023 for our 2024 cohort, because the next hands-on immersive is in April, and then the next hands-on immersive after that, which is table therapy and adjunct therapy, is in June. As far as tuition and payment plans, Our pay in full payment plan is the best value because there is no interest added. $43.50 for the entire program, including all the modules just being included into the network, where you get the manuals are listed within the community to be able to like communicate and contact everybody, access to the digital lectures for 18 months, etc. if you're a part of the program. Then you have the quarterly option. Okay, so this is $15.18, and this is 4 payments every 3 months for a year, and that is on 10% interest paid. Okay, and then you have a 12-month payment plan, which is $418. And this is 1 payment monthly for 12 months, and it's always due on the first of the month. Everything's always due on the first of the month, unless it's otherwise arranged. And this is a 15% interest paid, okay? And then we have an 18-month payment plan, which is at $308, and this is at 27% interest paid. Again, due at the first of the month. So all of these monthly payment plans, they are going to be auto pay. Everything that is quarterly, 12-month, 18-month, these are all going to be on an auto pay. Here is the link to apply as well. Our application is just here to get to know you, to better help you on your journey. We just want to know who the student is and what they would like to learn and why. We will either accept you or defer you. And if we do defer you, that does not mean that you're completely not able to take the program. It most likely means that there were a greater number of applicants that felt more aligned. We will probably defer you to some of the weekly classes and that sort of thing in order to prepare you to be accepted for the program. All right, cool. So some of the FAQs here. Can I attend individual modules? We used to offer this individually. We used to offer all these modules individually. We've decided that the way that the information should be disseminated is in whole and not in part, because I think that a lot of information can be taken and without having the understandings of the higher levels can be misconstrued and maybe used in a way that is unbeneficial. You can take the first 3 modules, modules 1, 2, and 3 as self-study programs. And that's how you can take those 3 as individual modules. I think I went over pretty clearly if the classes were virtual or in person. We do offer payment plans. I think I went over that. And then also in terms of scholarships, we do offer work study scholarships. And there's a certain number of placements that we have per cohort for work study. They're never full scholarships. They're going to be a work that you do for the school that will help you to pay for your tuition. So there's that. And you can reach out to me if you're interested. This is one that I get all the time. I want to apply for the full program, but I'm not local and it will be difficult for me to attend the required in-person modules. What should I do? This is why we restructured the program to have the immersive modules, is so that people who are from far away can take vacation or dedicate their time as immersives and possibly finish the program in that way instead of coming to Walnut every single weekend for 3 months. But I do want to remind you all, and really just to say that this is a real institute of learning where, you know, Montesordo Virgil is sharing his 40 years of research and experience in this art form, as well as in cultural studies. And so it is like a real school. It must be treated like a real school or full-time education that can be taken in various different ways that are flexible, like hybrid and virtual. But the in-person modules must be strictly attended in person. I feel like we did the best we can in trying to accommodate people who are not from the area by creating the immersive structure and the self-study program. So hopefully you guys can make time to participate if this is something that you really want to learn. Okay, I can't complete this program this year. How often are you offering it? This is our curriculum. It's standard. We are offering it every single year. Okay, so how do I sign up for this program or for self-study? You must apply. So everybody that applies will get a timely response on if you have been accepted or deferred or not. And I don't want anybody to feel like, oh no, I'm scared of being rejected. Applications are based on merit. They're based on how thoroughly they are answered and how well you communicate yourself in what you're trying to learn. So I encourage everybody to apply and to take time for the application because we really do read through those and look at those. They're very important to Manusuru Virgil. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about the Sadiri self-study programs. People have been asking, okay, how do I sign up for Sadiri? They've been asking about tuition. I've already kind of ran through the application process. So in order to sign up for Sadiri, you have to apply, you must be accepted. And here's the information about price points on these. Because they're recorded digital lectures and they do require a written assignment to be submitted, they are close to 30% off of the program price. These are then Intro to Indigenous Science, Anatomy, Physiology, Energetic Systems, and Metaphysics of Ancestral Medicine is going to come up this month, as well as Salak Nib and Sound and Shamanism. So those are going to be up as well. Yes, these are self-paced digital lectures. There's course manuals, there's self-study practices, journal prompts and assignments, embodiment practices, and community access. This is everything that you are going to get if you sign up for Sadiri. All right. Apart from that, we do have a combat curriculum as well, which is the other side of the coin from the healing arts aspect. And I invite you guys to join. This is the combat curriculum, which you will learn. It's a combination of Dijimudgara, which is our original art form based off of the Indian clubs, and Eskrima. There's a lot of practices involving breath work and a lot of emotional regulation as well. You can read through these if you would like. And once again, all of these embodiment practices like Dijimudgara and Eskrima, these are all teaching you about your foundational body mechanics. It's also allowing you to be very intuitive, almost like going inside of your own body and feeling what is being trapped there, what's the energy being trapped there, and how to ground that or remove that or clear that from your system. And this is very important because this is what you're going to be doing for others when you are actually touching people and doing the Hilot work. So I invite you guys to join the holistic system. As far as the combat curriculum goes, you can join virtually. There are memberships for that. There are drop-ins for that. And then as far as the healing arts curriculum, the self-study, the Sadiri curriculum, I do invite you to apply. Any further questions, you can reach out to me at janelle@kailukuan.com. And I hope to see you soon at the School of Indigenous Science. Thank you. Bye.